We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Jack and Jill here.
hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from the Valley of the Sun.
Today, Jill and I talk about how to handle multiple land buyers at once.
This is coming up more and more right now, and I love this. I was
Good
watching
problem to have.
right several conversations in our closed environments on Discord and landinvestors.com where people are going, what do I do? I got this guy, and then I got this other guy, and I don't know how to juggle all this. So we can help you with that.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. And did you know that we have a full-blown operational commercial printing company called offers2owners.com. Jill and I set this up a lot of years ago. We've always had it for ourselves, but we set it up for the public to address this specific and customized need. So if you need to get offers out to owners to buy real estate, this is the only dedicated place that I know of on the internet to get this done. We do about 700,000 offers a month. Email support@offers2owners.com and see if it works for you.
Cool. Jeeth wrote, what do you do when you get, we're just going to talk about it right now, and then I'm going to answer it in the thing. So this is one of the questions that prompted this today. So Jeeth said, what do you do when you have two people wanting to buy your land after you've sent out a purchase agreement to a different person 24 hours ago? The other two contacted me within an hour of each other and had wanted a PA sent to them now. I haven't received the PA from the first lady yet. She said she was hoping to have she said she was having transportation issues and would do it tomorrow. Her purchase agreement has a hard number on it and has a hard date for the funds to be posted in escrow by. It's also worth noting that there's a place for me to sign on the document after she signs, and then I send it off to the office. Who's closing it? Do I wait until tomorrow and see if the potential buyer sends it back and just tell the other two people it's pending? How can I better prepare for these situations in the future? Do you do backup offers on pending but accepting offers?
Before Jill answers, I'm going to just paraphrase this.
Okay.
This person, Jeeth, in our group, inadvertently and unwillingly set off a bidding war for his property, for his land. And he's asking what we do if it happens often, and what do we do?
Exactly. So you need to have this is a tough situation.
I love this situation.
No, I love this situation, but you don't want to be a jerk to the first person, but there's a little bit of an element of she might fall through, this little old lady, and you don't want to lose these two people that are hot and excited and ready to go. So we could take, how real estate agents say now accepting backup offers? You could do a version of that and let people know that you're in number 2 position or number 3 position, honestly and truthfully, and say, I'm giving this person, and I would call and set hard deadlines for the lady, like you need to, walk over to your next, if you don't know how to do this, walk over to your next door neighbor's house, help them take a picture of it with your signature, and whatever, some money, we could get this done in 12 hours. I've walked people through this, not kidding, if they really, really want it. And if they don't want it, just say, look, I've got 2 other people I need to know now, and that's okay. We don't have time to waste. Sometimes you give me this look like, are you drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You read my look correctly. Now's the time not to be a nice guy.
All right.
Now's the time where and if there's a real estate agent on the sell side involved representing you.
I'm assuming there's no agent because we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Good. That makes it easier.
Yeah.
You need to have a conversation with your partner or yourself in the mirror that goes like this. I'm going to maximize. I have clearly mispriced this. I'm asking.
You're going a different way.
I'm asking too little for this because in minute 1, it generated 3 or 4 offers.
All right.
So I have a couple choices, and Jill and I have done this recently. I'm going to pull the property off the market, and I'm going to increase the price by $100,000 or some number.
This is not the direction I was going to go.
We just did this. Or I can take a bird in the hand, and I can look at each one of these 3 people for plausibility, or
we could do highest and best offer and a deadline.
For all viability for closing. I personally like people that strongly come in and say, here's my offer. I'll put the cash in escrow. I'll put all of it in escrow or a lot of it. I'm good for it. Here's my proof of funds. I'm not horsing around. I live down the street. My wife's always wanted this property. I would take less money for somebody that I know is going to close like that
And follow through.
much faster. So, but you have to have that. You got to decide. We have people just in Career Path. We had this conversation in great detail, and they opted to take some crazy, funky offer with a bunch of money down and payments and all that because it was like 3 times the purchase price for the cash offer. So you got to make these decisions yourself. Yes, in this market, it happens often.
Well, the main thing I've got to say is, sometimes you have to be tough. You have a lot of options, what you're saying too. And I want you to be honest and clear with everybody. So when calls number 2 and 3 come in, here's what I would do.
This is the topic. Let me get through this
Let's
real
get
quick.
through the thing. Okay.
Today's topic, how to handle multiple land buyers at once. We're already answering the question. This is why you're listening.
Right. So then I'm going to explain. I have a different situation that typically happens to me. So I'm going to address this one. I'm going to address mine and give you a couple ideas here because there's no one way to do this and there's no wrong way to do this other than don't wait too long. You don't want to, while people are hot and excited, you need to kind of act on it and you want to get the best ones like Jack was saying here. What's so funny?
I just apply everything to dating, and I think that applies to dating also.
Okay, when everybody's hot and excited, you want to jump on them.
You want to pick the best one.
All right, thank you. So back to this.
On behalf of all women,
right,
pick the best one.
So there needs to be so the first thing I would do though is with my initial person, I sent the purchase agreement out. The phone call, this is how I would personally handle it. There needs to be a hard, firm phone call to this sweet little lady. Situation's changed. I have 2 more people that are ready to buy this property. I know I said I can give you till tomorrow. Not anymore. I need to hear back from you in the next, 1 hour. Give them some deadline.
5 minutes.
Okay, something like that. Or I'm gonna have to move on. I'm really sorry. I appreciate that.
I understand your point, Jill, but I have to disagree with you. I would say I've moved on.
Well, give me a second. Let me finish. So, whatever it is. And that's one way to do this. Number 2, situation's changed. I have 2 more people. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let everybody submit their offers. I need to have it in writing by everybody by 6:00 tonight, whatever you want to do. An email is fine. It doesn't have to be a formal anything. Again, this whole situation is the only reason G's in this situation is because he's selling his own property. If he was going through an agent, the agent would be handling this whole thing and they would be talking about it, but probably, still discussing these things. But go back with it. I'm going to do highest and best offer. And at this time, and I'm going to pick one kind of thing. And then the main thing is too, being upfront, honest, and giving them a call to action. So before I read this question, I was thinking about this topic and I wrote down a situation that has happened to me many times and how I handle it. So it's a little bit different spin, but on the same thing. So situation, someone calls me, they love it, it's so pretty, they're going to drive out and look at it this weekend. 3 days go by, someone else calls me and loves it, and they're going to go out. I'm like, all right, hold on a moment. You need to know. This is first come.
Good job on your marketing, Jill.
Right. This is first come, first serve. And I already have someone going out there. So here's what I suggest you do. If you see it still on this website, my website, and it still shows active, it doesn't show pending, it's available. That's one way to do it. Or, hey, you want to call me before you head out? I recommend that because this is Tuesday and you want to go out on Friday or Saturday morning. Hey, just in case, I would recommend calling me. I don't want you to drive out there if I've already got it under contract. So let me know.
That's so nice of you.
I do that. And this is what I do. And then like I said, I'm honestly sharing this situation. Don't make this stuff up if it's not true. Because that's just, it usually doesn't end well. You don't need to be that person. I think some people do that. Like, oh, I got a bunch of people going out there.
Yeah.
Don't do that. If it's true, it's true. And I share it. And then I always say, here's how we're going to handle this. And give them some easy way to lock it in. Maybe like a lot of people on their websites have a place that you can click a button and put a $500 deposit down and that'll lock it in. So create some kind of tangible thing that they can do quickly while they're out there standing there. If it's even calling you and Venmoing you. I don't care. There's so many creative ways that you could do this and lock in a property with people. And, Venmo you $500, $1,000, whatever makes sense to you based on the cost of the property to lock it in. And then they know it's theirs. That is what often happens to me. So what do you want to add?
Nothing nice.
Oh.
And I don't want to wreck your thing. Jill's, you know what? The truth is how Jill handles this and is very long-term, long-sighted. It's not short-sighted, probably how I would do it. And, I honestly don't have anything to add that would, I think, add really any value. But I think this is a circumstance where nice guys finish last. So I'll just leave it at that.
Well, but
and I don't think that's often. I think most of the time, nice guys do finish first, but not in this situation.
What you don't want to do.
Here's why. Just let me give you 1 second here. How much time have you put into this? How much time did you put into a mailer? How much time have you spent deciding where you're going to send mail, going through the Land Academy process to get to this point? How much money have you spent? And this is only deal number, fill in the blank of all the deals that you're ever going to do, because now you realize it works and it works for you. So you do not at the last minute want to sit down with 3 people and be the nicest person in the world. You want to take the person. And even, again, I'm going to say this again, I said it earlier.
I'm saying
and if this was in this situation, if this is a real situation that would happen I would pull the property off the market, because it would happen with a real estate agent with us, and relist it for a lot more and wait in this market. That's not what I would have done 2 years ago before COVID. I would have said, all right, let's figure this out. Who wants it?
Oh,
in this market, I would say there's clearly some demand that I missed, and I mispriced it on the sell side, which is yippee for me. But I'm going to soak the other $50,000 or $80,000 out of this.
Well, that's a whole different show. Thank you very much.
I'm not.
This show is just how to handle multiple land buyers, because I want to sell it and I got more than one person that's interested.
Get it.
And I'm very happy.
I disclaimed it. I said I didn't have anything nice to say.
Maybe this person too already is like tripling their money and they're like, yippee-ki-yay. And that's the thing. I just want to pick the best person, handle them the right way, and make sure it's going to close. Thank you. And I think we covered that. Happy you could join us today, 5 days a week. You can find us here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show is called How to Overcome Buying Land That You Have Never Visited. You are not alone in your real estate ambition. I don't mean to undercut you there, but...
No, it's good.
Honestly, this is a situation where you got to roll with the market. And geez... 2 years ago, if 3 people came up and said, I want to buy your property, I would be the fastest one that can write the check.
Mm-hmm. That's like, you got to have a call to action. And that's my thing. Like, it's first come, first serve. And you need to put some money where your mouth is if you're really going to do it. I'm not going to pull it off the market. I'm not going to do this just because you think you want it. And that's, you need to be committed, do all your homework, and then let me know. That's the second part of this, is making sure people you don't want someone to make a knee-jerk decision and say, oh, okay, I'll give you $1,000 now. Sure. And then they go look at it and they go, oh, it's not what I thought.
Because then it's not a land deal for them. It's a bidding situation or an auction, and they're all emotional and it's in a frenzy, and that's just not how you want to do it. And
then they're going to undo it, and you're wiring their money back, and it's just a mess.
My wife's always loved this property. How do we close?
Well, when you have to listen for those things and find that it's right. And that's what I said. They've done their homework, and you'll know who they are like that. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, Jack and I are very aware that not everyone has $100,000 lying around to buy this stuff, this land. So you know what? We do. And we fund many Land Academy members land deals every week. It's called, and our site, we have a site on it now, landfunding.com. And not to mention, in addition to us, we've got a lot of people behind us within Land Academy with millions and millions.
Tens of millions
of dollars available to lend. So you want to learn more? Go to support@landacademy.com or call 833-522-5545.
We are Jack and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable, and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.